almost 3 weeks old. He turned 3 weeks old in 2 days. And I haven't been recording very much because you, little mister, are quite the handful. And most newborns are, is what we were told. And everybody before we had you was like, get lots of sleep. You gotta rest up because you won't have very much once the little baby comes. And they were right, but that's also the most worthless advice ever because you don't get to bank sleep like money, and it doesn't really matter how much you try. You can't really ever be ready for when you get a tiny little bundle of joy who wrecks your freaking life. And so, Mr. Dude, I am smiling genuinely, and I'm also smiling because sometimes all you can do is smile. What I want to talk with you about that you have reminded me of this week is struggle and joy. You are both. In fact, let's see if I can turn around and show you what you look like. This is my struggle, and this is my joy. You are Henry Anderson, and you were born at 11:45 p.m., a week late, and you were born at 10 pounds, 12 ounces. And if you don't know, that is a gigantic baby boy. Your head was 14 and a half inches around when you came out. When they put you on the scale to see how big you were, the nurses were like, we don't know how big he is, but he's going to be big. I was 9 pounds, 4 ounces. We did a little pool at your mom's baby shower that was, how big do you think the baby's going to be? And I guessed that the baby was going to be 9 pounds, 4.5 ounces because I was being a jerk and I was being funny. And then they put you on the scale and you were 10 pounds, 12 ounces. And I will never forget the look that your mother gave me when that happened because she blamed me, probably rightfully so. But you were born naturally without pain medication, without any other, without an epidural. You just came out all on your own, and you took an hour and 45 minutes of active pushing. I watched. I didn't think I was going to be watching the birth of you coming out. I thought I'd be up by your mom's head holding her hand and telling her she was doing great. But an hour and a half of pushing meant that the nurses kept being like, oh, you're just 1 or 2 pushes away. And then it took an hour longer because your gigantic noggin kept just growing. Every time it came out, it'd get a little bigger and a little bigger and a little bigger. And the first thing I ever saw of you was the top of your head as a little purple walnut because all the blood was pooling there. And then you came out with your hand and your shoulder and your fist all like that. And it made you even bigger when you came out. You love your right hand by your face, mister. The first time I ever saw you, you had your right hand by your face, and you looked at me as you were slipping out of the birth canal, and you were like, what is going on? And then you cried. Yeah, just like that, right on time. Yeah, you know you're on TV, huh? Oh, and this is a little preview of what life is like with you 24 hours a day right now. Because you like to be held, but you only like to be held in certain ways. And sometimes you want to be held, but you don't want to be held. And sometimes your favorite trick to do with your parents is what you'll do is we'll do a diaper change, and then halfway through the diaper change, you'll make another dirty diaper. And then you'll make another dirty diaper. And mister, you poop and fart like a man poops and farts. It's incredible. I've never seen a baby generate so much waste and sound as you do. And I've been around babies. I like babies. I've always liked babies. But mister, you are incredible. We call you the Giganto baby. We call you the Incredible Hulk. We call you little dude still. We call you all kinds of things. But one thing that we don't call you is easy. You are not an easy little man. And I will tell you, your mom and I are struggling. At 3 weeks, we are sleep deprived. Your mom is dealing with her milk coming in and it is sore. She's dealing with postpartum issues. I'm dealing with going back to work and struggling with the stress of all of that. And we are doing it. We are doing the thing. And mister, I tell you all of that not so that you feel guilty, but because you don't have to. I'm happy you're here. I'm thrilled you're here. You are the light of my life. Even when it looks like I am letting your head loll. By the way, that's the other thing. You have been able to lift your head since the day you came out of your mother. You have been awake and alert since the day you came out. You track faces. You have started rolling on your sides. You're 3 weeks old. You are not making it easy on us, mister. But what I want to tell you, and what I want to tell everybody else, is that the struggle is worth it. I read something in a book I'm reading the other day that said something like, the years of struggle, when you look back on them, will also be the ones that you look back on most fondly. And I'm sure someday that when I've had enough sleep and you're in high school and causing other issues for us as a pubescent teenager, that will probably be true. But what I do know is that what I try to do to get through it is just two things. Number one, I take everything one day at a time. And if you're watching this and you're not little dude and you're struggling, all you can do is take it one day at a time. If you start looking too far in the future, you're going to drive yourself crazy, because I have no idea how long it's going to be until I get sleep. I don't know. It's probably going to be a while. And the other thing that I do is I try to remember all the little precious moments that still make it really memorable. Last night when you were sleeping on my chest because you refused to sleep in your little rocking chair sometimes, or your sleep chair, or your bassinet, is I just touch your spine. I feel the little bones of your back. I listen to you breathe. I kiss your soft face. And I just am grateful for the fact that you're here and you're alive and you're healthy. And you are tough. You are worth it. Isn't that right? You are worth it. And your mother and I love you very much. We laugh so much right now because sometimes it's the only thing that we can do to survive the wreck that you have become in our life. But we are grateful for you, and we love the mess that you bring. And you are worth it. And I keep saying that because sometimes I'm telling myself that, but also because you are. Because we've waited our whole life to have a little dude like you, and now we have you. We love you very much, mister. You can't say it, so I'll say it for you. If you're watching this and you're not little dude, like, comment, subscribe, because I'm going to be recording more of these as little dude continues to grow up, and you'll get to see him grow up in my arms and see him get big. I'm going to keep recording these for him. And also, today's dad joke. You know, the other day, I was really confused. I saw a frisbee in the air, and it just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and I was like, what's going on? And then it hit me. That's it. That's the joke. It's hilarious. You'll get it when you're older. But little man, you are incredible. You are so much a miracle in our lives, and we are tired, and you are worth it, and we will remember every day of this because of that. So I'm going to have you wave to yourself. You don't like that. I'll show you your little feet, which are not little at all. They are gigantic. You got gigantic feet, mister. They barely fit on the little registration card. You got your giganto head, and you are a miracle. And we love you, and we're proud of you, and we will continue to be no matter who you become, so long as it's not a murderer. Or a lot of other crimes, but you get it. We love you, mister. If you're watching this, thanks for watching. Have a great week.